So I witnessed the couple get into an argument, and now I'm not certain that they are still together. And the argument centered around one of them having a tattoo, but not being willing to get another tattoo. And I was curious as to what y'all would think if you were in a relationship like this, because it turned into a debate. I was at a good friend of mine's house, and we were cooking out, hanging out. It was a few couples there, and everybody was just chilling. At some point in the night, the drinks were flowing, and the debates started happening. And this was one of the debates that we had. So there's a guy who's married. Well, they're getting married. They're engaged. And somehow, some way, I don't know how it started. I kind of came in the middle of the argument. But he was saying that he felt a way about the fact that his fiancée got a tattoo at one point of somebody that she used to be with her ex, the guy that she was with before him. And she did cover the tattoo up, because that was the first thing we all thought was like, well, did she cover it up at least? So she's like, yes, I covered it up. It was there. You can't see it. He wouldn't even know I had it if I didn't bring it up and tell him. But yes, I covered it up, and I'm done getting tattoos. So then we were kind of like, okay, well, what can you do about it now? What's the problem? And then he said, I feel like she should get a tattoo of me. Oh. She should get a tattoo with my name, because why? If you was willing at some point to get a tattoo of this guy's name that you were with, and now we are together, I get covering it up. Thanks for that. He felt like that was the least she could have done. But then now he's questioning, he didn't even marry you, was his point. Was that guy didn't even marry you. I'm marrying you. So to me, if you were at any point willing to get somebody else's name tattooed on you, at this point in life, you should still be at least willing to get mine as well.
With the limited information you have just provided us, I am on her team. It would be different if she was still actively getting tattoos. How young was she when she was getting tattoos, when she got this ex tattooed, this ex's name or portrait tattooed on her, right? She's in a place now in her life. People evolve, people change. She's no longer doing tattoos. So you can't force her or expect her, not force her, but you can't expect her to get your name tattooed on her body when she's no longer doing tattoos.
So you definitely can't force her to do it. But can you be mad at it?
No, you can't be mad at it either.
I say dude needs to grow up. Come on, man. I mean, absolutely not. Yeah. I mean, it didn't work out so great for her the first time she tried this. So why would you want to repeat it?
Now, okay, if we're being mature about this, you guys are right.
But where's the fun in that?
Where's the fun in being mature about this? Because the one point that he made that I understood was the marriage part. That part I got. Like when he started to break down, like your marriage is supposed to be so important, so sacred. You never even felt comfortable enough to marry this guy. Yet you still got the tattoo. She did say that she got the tattoo, I think, like 5 years ago. So it wasn't that long ago, but it was fairly recent. And he's like, I don't know, it's a name. Like in his mind, it's like, I'm not asking you to get some big portrait. The one that she had of the other guy, pretty big on her back. So to even cover it up, she had to get like this whole rose and flower thing done. And he's like, yo, it's 6 letters in my name. Like, all I'm asking is for you to just get some letters in my name so that as a man, I feel like our relationship is just as stamped as the one you were in before, especially if I'm willing to marry you and this guy wasn't.
Here's the thing. I don't think she should be forced into doing anything that's going to be permanent on her body. That's my very mature answer. However, if you're willing to sit through the hours and hours and hours it's going to take to get it covered up on your back, at the very least, in a little asterisk, you can just put it like Johnny or whatever his name is. If that's truly what's going to make you happy, and if it's going to squash this little petty squabble we've got going on for the rest of our lives now that we're getting married, I gotta be honest, I think I would belly up to the tattoo parlor and do it.
No way. Really?
Yes, because
I mean, that's permanent. You're making a request for somebody's name to permanently be put on your body. I think it's an unfair ask.
He wants to brand her.
I don't think it's unfair to ask. I think it's unfair to expect it, but I think if you really do, if this really means a lot to him, and I see where he's coming from, and I already have a bunch of tattoos all over my body, he has a point. Like, what really is 6 more letters?
That's it.
All right, so taking in what Abby just said, if I were her, if you're adamantly not getting any more tattoos, then that's one thing. But if you have like a massive piece or whatever for the wedding gift, I would get the tattoo and I would have somebody take a picture and show it to him. Like, you know how you exchange your wedding gifts right before you walk down the aisle? And I would let him know at that moment that I got his name tattooed on my
I'd be
body.
so incredibly turned off by somebody that was demanding that I get a tattoo.
No, I would too. Yeah.
Oh, my. No
Well, I
way.
don't think, but he's not demanding it. He just feels a way about it.
His poor baby's hurt
see?
because her
See?
ex-boyfriend's on her body, but he's not on her body. He wants to be on her body too.
He gets to be on her body for the rest of his life.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hey. I hear y'all.
Yannick, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show.
Hey guys, rise and shine to you all, man. I love the program. I always listen every day.
Thank you.
But here's my thing, right? You can't force somebody to do something that, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
they don't want to do. Because, you know, for the previous guy with the ex, you know, obviously he left a mark on her. So, you know what I
Literally.
mean? Yeah. Tattoo is something you can't tell somebody to put on their skin unless you have that kind of impact on them. And secondly, she was younger at the time. So, you know, she's thinking differently now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? You have to be that extra special guy for her to put a mark on her skin. You know what I
Yeah. It is an age thing, too. It's an age
Yeah,
thing.
for sure. Yeah, I can see how
But
you
did
be.
you really change that much in 5 years?
For 6 letters? No. Not when you tat it up everywhere on your body anyway. No, you don't.
You were totally on this guy's side.
I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I genuinely understand.
Dude, Stacy's got a good point on line 4. Is he also going to get a tattoo with her name on it?
Does he have? He don't have one from before.
Hey, Stacy, good morning.
Good morning. P1 here, guys.
Thank you.
I mean, let's wipe the slate clean. Let's start clean. She cleared it off, so it's no longer there. He wants her to get one. Why is he not getting one? Where we at?
He doesn't have any tattoos. I
Well-
think it's a little different.
Time for one. It's a pristine canvas.
So
man.
she don't have to do it, but he does.
No, they both have
They
to do
both
it.
have
If
to do
she
it,
does it,
yeah.
he has to do it. Because that's what a marriage is all about.
Compromise.
Right.
The Bert Show.